Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and I got a new package in the mail from the wonderful folks at Yololiv, and this just happens to be their vertical live streaming box here. And I'm really excited about this, especially with the big push that YouTube and other platforms are doing at live streaming vertical content. And instead of doing a software implementation to make that stuff work, we actually got a device that's actually going to do that. So let's open it up. Let's see what's inside. Let's hook it up and let's see what the quality of this is, as well as what else we can do with this thing. So let's go ahead and look and open up the box. And I actually have a knife today. Actually, I always had it. It was actually just found it, to be honest. All right. So before I get started, the opinions are all my own. Yes, Yololiv did send me this, but they are not reviewing this before I post it. I'm going to give my candid opinions of this whole thing and give you a heads up on whether it's worth you getting it or not. All right, and literally, I just got it. So, all right, let's open it up here. And we've done all of their products, so I am very thankful for the fact that they've reached out. And I love all these tools that are making ministry so much easier. Most people wouldn't think to use it for ministry, but guess what? That's what we do here. All right, so we got a protective screen here, just like the other ones. We've gone through the first Yololiv box, then the Pro, and then we have this one as well too. So the unit itself, we're going to be breaking that down here. Got a welcome card. Got a user manual, a USB-C to A adapter connector right there. We have a kind of like a SIM card or a reset piece here. I always lose those, so I'm glad we always get them more. We got an Allen wrench here. And then we got a cold shoe. If I can get this thing out of here. All right. So you could tighten this up this way. So really straightforward. So let's set this stuff aside here. Now let's do a comparison of the size here. So we have the Yolo Box Pro right here. And then here's the new one. So again, significantly smaller. And if we look at our inputs here, what do we have? Let's zoom in a little bit. So when we look here, this one gives us, the Pro, gives us three HDMI ends, and we have one HDMI out. That's the Pro. So on this one, we have two HDMI ins and one out. So let's see. Well, I'm going to have to turn it on to verify it. I think you're obviously going to need some type of camera to connect to this, but let's set this one aside here. We have our USB. So I have my USB keyboard on the ready. Hopefully that works as well too. And you can upload stuff. We got our USB C for power, which I need to plug here in a second. And we have an HDMI out, so that's cool. And we have Ethernet, and I'm assuming that, yep, we do have a SIM card reader in the front. Then we also have a micro. Actually, let's turn it this way. We have a SIM card right here. That's where this goes to pop open right there. So you have mobile connectivity if you wanted to stream with this. You also have an SD card that you can put in here. We have a line in and a mic in. Headphones, power button, quarter thread right there on the side, quarter thread on the side. And I wish this had one that was vertical, but oh well, we'll check that out. So that's what we got so far. Really straightforward. So now let's go ahead and hook up a camera to it and let's see what we got. I have my Canon G50 here. And I am going to hook this up into a feed so that y'all can see what I see. So let me go ahead and set that up, and then we're gonna look over to see what we can see with the device. Alrighty folks, so we got everything set up. I have my Canon G50 on here, connected over here to HDMI 1. I don't have an Ethernet connection, but we'll take care of that real soon. Got power, got my keyboard hooked up. And we now have an Ethernet connection connected. All right. Now, this also did, in the box that they sent me, they included a SD card. 32 gig one here. All right. So first, does my keyboard work? Yes, it does. Oh, yes. Let's zoom in so y'all can actually see it. It might be a little bit too bright for y'all, but what I'm going to do is it's actually being recorded on my Mac input. So I'll cut over to that so it makes it easier for y'all to see. And it is rotated to the side, so that makes it easy. So first, I'm going to have this blurred out, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And boom, here we go. Now, the screen is a tad bit small for me to see. So now, looks like there's actually an update that's going to go on. Let's go ahead and install that. Alrighty, folks, so we got everything set up. We're logged in. I actually got a different stand, so it's easier for me to see this because it is in a vertical format. But I wish, kind of like in the same way, that there was a thread on the bottom. Again, that's really not that big of an issue, though. I do have an arm that will extend this out so that it could mount on the side, but I'm actually using it right now for me to see y'all right now through this screen right now. So that's just one thing to be mindful of, because, I mean, if you use the cold shoe here, it's going to be to the side, and I don't see any type of rotation function in this. So, like the fact that I have it right here, see, the image is still sideways. So that's just one thing. I mean, that could be worked out. But again, in this type of scenario, you would still need to be mindful that, like, this camera that I'm using, the Canon G50 or whatever, I would have to turn it on its side. Now, like my overhead camera that I'm using right now, that's not a problem because I have a cage on it, so I could actually mount it sideways. And actually, let's actually do that instead, because that would be easier for me to do this and demo with this. Alrighty, folks, so we got everything set up right now. You see my awesome little setup here. Let me bring this down a little bit. So I'm using my Sony camera here for this, so because I have the mount, so I can mount it sideways. So really cool. So now let's go ahead, and I'm gonna have to edit this so that I can see this because the screen is tilted sideways on the video, but I mean, I can see it straight here. So pretty much we've already got it logged in. Let's look at the features and the functionality. So if we come over here, let me move my mic over a little bit, and let's tilt this a little bit closer. So obviously, just like with the other ones, we have the option of adding a different source. So I'm gonna plug in my other camera here, the one that I started with, my Canon G50. And we're gonna come in here and add a new source. We already have our HDMI 2, so once it's detected, there we go. There's our other feed right there. Awesome. Now we could add a third. So what's the beauty of this? You could have like a dedicated laptop or something like that if you wanted to do scripture, lower thirds and stuff like that if you want to. But it does have that functionality built in, which is awesome. So we can come over here and get our overlays right here. We go ahead and hit plus, and you have different overlays right here, just like we did before. You know, we could, if we had an image brought in, we could do that, but I don't have any on the memory card here. But let's go to our lower thirds. So we could add something like this. So we can do a rolling caption, a logo at the bottom here, our subtitle and title. So say, let's pick this one here. And what we're going to do, our title And again, love the fact that I have my keyboard so we can type this. So I'm going to be e-missionary. And then for our subtitle, AJ, the CEO. All right. And then we can select on the screen where we want. I want to put this in the lower part of the screen. We can change colors and all this other good stuff. I like to have a super bright red. And it looks like you're still kind of stuck. I wish it would let you pick your own colors, but oh well. So now if we bring this up, then we can bring it over. Now, I guess I need to link this to something. So let me go ahead and link this to my TikTok because I haven't used that as much. I need to use this anyway. And we're going to go through logging everything in. So let me take you off camera so I can show all of my info. And then we will get logged in to see how this all works. Alrighty, so we are now logged into our TikTok here. So let's play around with this. And I have not done a live stream on TikTok, so this is going to be fun. So TikTok stories here. And why does it seem like I'm off? And why is it so far up in my face? So that's all zoomed in. And I don't know why it seems like I'm not in the screen. All right. So before we do that, let's go ahead and see. All right. So it's already capturing audio. You can see the bar at the top. I don't like the fact I'm so far up. That's weird. Let me tilt this down some. So we're right here. All right. So let's go ahead and just test it out. So we got our lower third, and we're going to go ahead and hit record. Hey, everybody. TikTok, this is AJ, the CEO here, and we are testing out the new Yololiv box made custom for TikTok, Instagram, and Reels. So yay. All right, so we're done. And all right, adjusting the clip. I don't want to do that. I keep forgetting that I have a mouse here. I really wish I wasn't so close up on the camera, but let's do next. And we can add our tags, and good Lord, I wish I could make this screen a little bit bigger. Am I showing my age? So let's add a, here, testing out the YOLO Live. Let's add a hashtag YOLO Live. All right. And we'll add another hashtag, AJ the CEO, another hashtag, e-missionary. And this is going to be a mess, but hey. All right, so I think I'm done with that. And I don't like that cover. I don't want that. I'm going to do none. So I'm just going to save that. And we're going to, now I could link this to Instagram as well too. I haven't linked to that, but I'll tag my location and then post. So that's going to be interesting. So I'm seeing some family on here. Man, it's doing a whole lot of stuff on here real fast, but hey, that's cool. So now how would I use this? Now, instead of me, normally I take this same camera at church and I bring that camera in and I walk out when my pastor is preaching and I turn the camera to the side and I get little snippets of what's going on. Now, what would be the beauty of this? I can actually have this set up and then bring in a feed and actually let it live stream the entire time, whether it be on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Reels. I'm I'm sure they should be adding this pretty soon. I'm hoping, because again, that's what I would use it for. But again, I'm going to leverage a lot of these more platforms because I am myself learning to use more of these platforms from different type of content. This is so small. And then I'm always taking my camera with me anyway when I'm doing videos, and to have this to be able to do that, you know, that would give me some more professional stuff. You know, if I'm on the go, most of the time I would use my phone for this, but this would allow me to do a lot more stuff, which I do like. Now, I do wish I could adjust the image because I'm seeing my entire self inside of this, but I don't know. But anyway, they did have some more features here. So let me go ahead and break out my green screen because that's something else that was added on the update of the original, and this one includes it as well. All right, so I got my green screen here. Let me turn this a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up my mic to this so that I can have a separate mic, and I wanna back away from the camera just because I'm not liking how I'm looking on the screen here. So let me hook this up to our input real quick. All right, so I'm gonna get my mic here. Now let's go ahead and check out sound now. And I'm gonna turn off my HDMI. I don't want that, but I do want this mic in. So let me test this here. I wanna go back to my main screen. All right, so we're back here, and I thought I saw a full screen here for a second. All right, so anyway, now let's go ahead and try and log into Instagram, and let's see how that's going. So we're gonna have to log in again here. So let's go over to my profile, and then let's go ahead and try this again. I'm gonna turn this camera off. I'm not using that one. I wanna make sure, test, 1, 2, 3, testing. Let's make sure I'm not plugged into the wrong jack here. And I need some more light down here. I can't see. Mic. Yeah, I'm on the right one. All right, we're on mic line in right there. Testing. 1. Okay, so it is working. It was just kind of slow for me. So what I'm gonna do is let's go through here again, and we can do chroma keying. And let's turn that on, key switch. And boom, there you go. See, it has actually done a very good job in removing me. Now, I'm wondering, from here, I'm centered. So I'm definitely gonna have to back up some. And I want to make sure I'm still in the camera here. So that's cool. So now, maybe I should get my laptop, and I want to bring this in so that I can actually use some background. So we want to, yeah, let me get my laptop so we can add our little output here for when we're doing this. So we're going to hook my laptop up to this, and I am going to use presenter just for me to just have some background stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and open a presenter. You're not going to see it here until I output a video. So let me go back here. You can see my laptop. Let me actually make sure we're in extended. All right, so you see that output right there. And I guess I could have just used that logo. That's for my wallpaper right now. But I am going to just have something really generic. And I just want to have a background. That's it. So let me pick a file that I got and something simple. All right. So we got that launching. All right. So now we have a background here in our software. So now I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to do my chroma keying. We got that done. And now we're going to add a new source. We're going to do picture-in-picture video. Choose your source. All right. So now we have this, and we're going to scale this up. So now it's going to do our background. So that is what's going to be here. So now we're chroma keying. So now let me go here, and I'm going to do a live. And I'm going to back up from here, and we're just going to see how this goes. I need the box here. All righty, so let's go. Hey everybody here on Instagram. Hey, I'm testing out the new Yololiv Instream that's allowing me to connect my camera directly here, and it's going directly here to Instagram. We just played around with TikTok. I'm going to add my lower third here, which is backwards. I don't know why it's doing it that way, but hey, this is really cool. So from this standpoint, you got to think that if you want to interact with your audience, whether it be on TikTok, Instagram, hopefully it'll be YouTube Shorts as well too, you can leverage this. And again, the product is the Instream. Check out my review that I'm doing right now, and this is going to be a part of the review right now, testing live, and it's all being done from this with my laptop doing the background. I have a chroma key right now that's replacing all of this, and it's really cool. Check it out. Link is down below, and check me out on YouTube, and we do the full review of this product. All right, so we got that. All right, so we got it all done. So I'm gonna say first live stream with Yololiv Instream. Full review coming soon. And I'll do a hashtag on there as well as mine and Media Ministry. I love the fact of being able to use my keyboard for this, because this would have been a pain to try and do on the screen here. So what else can we do? I have the card set up here, and I want to see if we can do some that your card, no card found. So is it that I don't think I had it backwards? It shouldn't have been able to go in. Yeah, I had the card in right. Wonder why it won't let me record, because that's something else I want to test out with that. But again, we can always do some more videos with this, folks. Again, thank you, Yololiv, for sending this out, and we're going to put this thing to its paces. So I might have to try and do a different formatting of the card. I would have thought it would let you format the card directly in here. Portable storage management. Yeah, I might have to do that. So under the settings, if you're trying to switch and stuff like that, I have mine set to click switch. You could double click to make it easier to switch. And this also does have a output. That's what you're seeing. I'm gonna I've been overlaying that over top of what we've been doing the entire time. But again, I know I'm getting a little long-winded on here, but I mean, I was just excited that this came in. We're going to do a little bit more with this video here, so be on the lookout, and don't be surprised. You're going to start seeing a lot more content coming with this device, because hey, I want to put it through its paces. And again, don't really talk about stuff and recommend it to media until I get my hands on it. And since we got our hands on it, we're going to be playing around with this. The other products was great, and I know this is going to be great because there are very few products that offer this type of solution that can go directly and add higher quality cameras to this, to your TikToks and Instagram, and it just opens up a whole door. Now, I got a couple of PTZs that I'm sure I could have hooked up to this, and I might test that out as well too, and that would be really awesome to leverage that. So let me know if you have any questions down below, folks. Again, we're going to be testing this out. Link is down below if you're looking at getting one. And again, please send me your questions, because this channel is meant to help y'all in your media ministry, whether it comes to tutorials, equipment, and everything like that to help modernize your media ministry. Because hey, the reach of what we can do now has expanded so widely, and with all these tools and tech and gear and equipment, we can use it to reach more people than ever before. So thank you so much for watching, folks. If you like this type of content, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. We'll catch you on the next video. Later.